When I first met Pat McGuire, the Sisters of Notre Dame de Namur, we had a national gathering at Trinity. She came and welcomed us as Sisters of Notre Dame, and she certainly shared her love for our charism and the love that she has for Trinity.
I first met Pat when she met with me to talk about joining the Board of Trustees at Trinity. I was so intrigued with that idea because at the time I was CEO of a Catholic safety net institution in the same neighborhood as Trinity in Northeast Washington.
It is ironic that we are in the most powerful capital city of the world, and within that capital city there are so many people who are poor and who have no access to higher education. It's within those shadows that we find so much need.
When I became president of Trinity, I was the sixth person in 8 years to have the keys to the president's office. Sister Regina Finnegan, Sister of Notre Dame, was board chair at the time, and she handed me the keys and said, "Fix it or close it."
Pat took a look at the mission of the institution, which is to provide education to women, and she looked back on the history and the mission and said, well, how do I preserve all that is good in that history and tradition, but then what do I need to change to be faithful to that mission in the current time?
One of the sisters at a board meeting said, "Why are you trying so hard to reclaim the past when there are literally tens of thousands of women at our doorstep who need us?"
Pat certainly believes that every woman has a right to an excellent education, because Pat clearly understands, particularly for women of color, that part of being able to bring about systemic change is that one also needs the educational tools.
What Trinity has done so well under Pat's leadership, I think it's very extraordinary. Trinity has been able, at least in my view, to do 4 things very, very well. The first of those is to intentionally offer education to women who are disadvantaged. The second is to do that in a way that has economic stability. The third is to do that in a way that continues to meet excellent academic standards. And the fourth is to do that in a way that everything is infused with a promotion and advocacy for social justice.
What she has done on behalf of Dreamers, but also as a president who has taken on a commitment to teaching all people, that inspiration will filter through Catholic higher ed more deeply so that we will be known in terms of our Catholic identity as institutions that welcome the stranger.
I think there's several reasons why advocacy for Dreamers is important. These are young lives who deserve every opportunity to succeed and to achieve, as all of us did. The Dreamers really represent all of us in so many ways. All of us come from immigrant backgrounds.
My experience with Pat is that she certainly is a woman of faith. She also values the dignity of every single individual.
I believe that every person has a right to an education to the highest level they possibly can attain intellectually, personally, spiritually, professionally. I do not believe that money should stand in the way of that.
The enthusiasm that I think we receive from Pat is that we will find the resources that we need.
Pat and Trinity were really able to maintain a faithfulness to providing an education to women, but doing it in a way that met today's needs.
Cultural diversity is not perceived as negative, but indeed cultural diversity is perceived as gift.
I believe that other universities in the country will turn to Trinity as a role model for how to not just anticipate, but how to be successful with these emerging trends across the country.
I think the work of Trinity is absolutely essential right now, and I would hope that other Catholic institutions look to what Trinity had to do and what it continues to do.
I sit there as a trustee and I say, wow, watch out world, these young women are about to graduate and they are going to change the world.